mercy. Oh man. Oh, I can't believe I did not realize it was not recording the game. That's the intro every time it starts up. Isn't that sick? But right. Let me try to get my voice under control. Looking at my microphone level peak. Once it hits yellow, that's a little bit nerve-wracking. But this should be fine. But hello. Welcome back. I am your guy, your speaking guy, your narrator, I suppose, for this type of video, and your yapper. Yo, these intros just get weirder and weirder and a little bit more unhinged each time. But hi, welcome. I am Ducky, and by now, my name should absolutely be Ducky. But welcome. This is part 3. I actually don't know when it ends, so oh no, my mic is bugging right now. Is it okay now? Just a bit. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was weird. I have to like keep it in a certain position or else it like bugs the fuck out. Alright, cool. But what was I saying? Yeah, this is either gonna be part 3 or like the last part. So far, a lot of the visual novel games, when it comes to part 3, it sometimes usually just ends by that time. I don't think this one will. This kind of seems like it has a lot to it. So, yeah. I get more and more awkward each time. Like, I've done this more than once. There's would usually be a lot more videos on my channel. I've deleted some because I just didn't like them. But, yeah, it doesn't get any easier. I just get more nervous sometimes. Other than that, I had a cup of coffee, and like by now, the caffeine is kind of leaving my system. I've noticed because my hand is a little bit shaky. It's like crack. Caffeine is definitely a drug. All right, start with our narration, shall we? Just let me get in the zone. Let me get in the zone a little bit. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. Bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa. But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. Ah. My breath halted. Oh. Hey. Hi. The vents near the research institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here, aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran, oh god, my English. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Usually, yeah. Why is Ira here of all places? Again? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here? What? What? No. I didn't get any letter after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yeah. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Incredulous. Is that a word? Incredulous. Incredulous. Doesn't sound like a word, I'm gonna be honest with you. It probably is a word. Incredulous. Interesting. Do you like smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area? Ah, yes. I know that. Do you want to try then? What? Smoking? Mm hmm. No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. I'm terrible at voice acting female characters. Again. I've said this multiple times. I'll say it again. But yeah, definitely don't smoke. It's pretty bad for you. But then again, as an adult, and I did used to smoke, I can't say after stressful days it's kind of relaxing. She shrugs, but awkward starts. I can't let it end here. I need to just. And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the Institute? Yeah, something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh. Oh. You bring her lunch? That's what I said. Actually, no, it's not. But it's more like it was implied. That's so sweet. Huh? I mean, um, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. Oh, sorry. My neck hurts a little bit. But I also about to go on a rant about this. Do you know how much I wish somebody would tell me that? Like of the amount of shit. It's just me and my family. Like I don't know. Everybody tells me, "Well, you didn't have to do that." Well, no shit, Sherlock. I didn't have to do that. The whole point is that I do still do it, and I would still always do it. What reason? Because kindness doesn't hurt. I mean, it hurts kind of, but being kind doesn't. It's better than being an asshole, you know? The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But here is different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd have to really care about it. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home, Ira is cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard, but it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No, I'm sorry. It turned what? What kind of dark turn are we turning here? She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She'd still have plenty of time, plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. What the fuck just happened? Hero walks back into the building. Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Oh, she's not really my friend. You're a pit bull then? Pit bull? Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. Conniption? Is that a word? I'm learning new words from this. What is going on? I've never felt so dumb. What? It's annoying as shit. They think we're friends? Well, not really, but looks like they've picked up on it. On Ira reacting like that to me being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me, it's not just my wishful thinking. It's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. Crazy. That's right. Europe can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Sorry. It's like... You guys ever get that feeling where it's like something's in your nose? That's what I have right now. Damn. Good point. Phew. Well, her parents can't just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something? No. Oh man, now that you say that, everyone pretend to be surprised when that happens. No. No, no, no. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira's a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time, but still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! that can't happen. No. It can't. It's not fair, it's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice, she cares, she does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it will be all over. If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what I can even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra, far past the fence, past the mountain ridge, so far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the same spot I'm sitting in. I added a word. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good grace, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira. What? I'm really using up all my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in a girl's bathroom, just like she did when I talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can't really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably. Yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up, if you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. It's about what I expected. Of course I know it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wondered did I do the same when Tosia moved away? It's only been 3 years, but now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice, right? She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes? Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Yura's expression darkens. Don't worry. We were just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I've checked the whole class and the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I hid Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws the cigarette butt out of the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait! I said it's fine. We were playing a game, really. Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea of where it is. It was Garen, right? No, Shirikov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor. I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. Ugh, the smell is so much worse than this one. Oh, man. Yes. Yes, it is. I don't know, for some reason, the boys' bathrooms in schools are just always so fucking shit. Like, some of these people just have no respect for things. Like, fucking hell. Sometimes I hated even going to the bathroom or stepping inside of it because the floors are sticky, not sticky from like a freshly waxed floor, not like sticky from like some piece of shit just fucking pissed all over the fucking floor. And then they're always stuffing fucking toilet paper down the bathroom when it still has down toilets when it still has shit in it. Or fucking in the urinals and shit. Like, what the fuck? And it smells. It's dirty. It's disgusting. Like, half of the shit in there doesn't fucking work. Sometimes there's no toilet paper. Sometimes there's no soap. And then sometimes you got some fucking weirdos in there. And then some other fucking weirdos playing dice and shit on the fucking bathroom floor like a bunch of weirdos. Fucking wannabe gangsters or some shit. Like, I don't know. Guy bathrooms in schools are just fucking terrible. Like, just terrible. That's besides the point. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. Ah, there it is. My diary, right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch. I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along? I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, thank you. Yeah. Oh, what happened? She probably fell on it. Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clank as she hops off. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Don't know. I didn't see anything. But why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross. I get what she's doing. But fuck, it's hot in my room a little bit, so I'll be right back. Just gonna take off the sweater. Alright, we're back. I'm definitely not gonna edit it out. The only thing I usually do in edit is kind of just increase the volume, because naturally I just kind of sound low. So I crank it up from 100 to 200 so I don't sound as low. And you guys won't have to crank the fucking volume all the way up. You know? This video is probably gonna be short, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm kinda not feeling it, but I'm still gonna do it. Just to try to set that schedule feeling in. Because that's the only way, like, I kind of got views and stuff, and would eventually get some followers here and there, or subscribers, because you know, algorithm and whatnot. But yeah, maybe the coffee might be killing me a little bit. I see. Thank you again. Mm-hmm. I how did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Sharik would go into the ladies' room? No. I suspected they put it there. I just don't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know. I should have checked there from the start instead of running around the whole school like a... No! You can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullshit! You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why do you tell them to piss off? Or why don't you tell them to piss off? Sorry. Actually, I could relate to how she feels. Because I have a similar type of personality of that. Which is weird because I used to get bullied a lot. But I got physically bullied, you know? Not just words type of shit. No, I got physically bullied. That shit is not fun. And even though I knew I could probably fight back and hurt them real bad, I wasn't a violent person originally. Now I kind of am. But like whenever I get in relationships and stuff, that's usually how I get like that. You know, like they act all fucking weak and shit, and it just annoys me and it pisses me off because I'm just like, they don't give a fuck about you, you know. It pisses me off because you don't see it. Like either you do see it and you want to just ignore it, but it's like they're not your friends. They don't care about you. They don't like. It's hard to tell when friends are friends. I'll be honest with you. Like I've dropped a whole bunch of people just because it didn't feel like actual friends. You know, and friends, I expect them to be there when you actually need them, not fucking when it's convenient for them, because I don't know. It's a little bit sad. This episode is gonna be a little bit sad. Shit. For once in your life, I can't. You like being a victim that much? It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It will only get worse. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right, and oh, for the love of... It's not like I never tried it before. But when I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I just can't do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but I... So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that. Seriously? She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asya. Yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she's getting at. Unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is much worse than mine, but here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together, and yet I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem. Why? What kind of question is that? Because I like them. Oh, really? You like them? You like my poems? Why else would I ask? Oh, so fair. So fair. True. That's... Thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or maybe in a specific mitre? I don't care. Anything. Alright. Think of something then. I'll try. Yeah. You do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? Yeah, alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. How sweet. Yeah, but Asya's character? What? I'm getting more unhinged per video. But why is the music speeding up? Hello? Vocals? It's actually kind of relaxing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Asya's character type is just pissing me off. It's just pissing me off. I don't know why. It's not pissing me off in a completely bad way. It's just like, it's a little irritating, you know? As somebody who kind of deals with people like that, I want to say I hate them. It's just, like you're avoiding the basic logical answer that you should do. All for what? You feel like you can't because you feel like you probably feel bad and you make them feel bad. People pleasers like that, they need someone who would be like, I always call them human dogs, you know, protective and everything. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with the rant, but yeah, if you're like Asya, go find yourself a human dog. Like, stop it. It's painful to watch, to be honest with you. I went to school the same way. I sat I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. Never asked where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head, not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as I was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah. Ooh. Oh, can I read that? I'm probably not gonna know what it says, but I do somewhat know how to pronounce letters. Somewhat, if I can tell what the fuck the letter is. I think this is... I forgot what the U is. I think that's a D, so B's are like V's, O is O, P's are R's, E is a Y-E, so it's like a yeah. And I think the U, it's not a U, I think it's like a sh. So I think it'd be Dvoryesh. K is like a K, or like a CK, or like a C. It's like that sound. Y is like a double O sound, so it's a oo. That, I think it's an L. B usually means like not a silent. I don't want to say a silent L. I think it's like a less major L, like a minor L. T is T. O, Y is the, U, R, P is R. B, L is kind of the same thing as B. A little bit. So probably be like kultur, something like that. Which means in total that probably says Dvoryesh Kultur. Something like that. Maybe I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Do I know what it says? No, but I apparently learned the letters perfectly fine. Not all of them. Most of them. Ah. Oh. Hey, Ira. Hi. What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no, I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library? What were you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? I might have an idea. If they tell us, if not, then no, I'll probably say it. But I might have an idea of what it might be. Oh my god! Oh, I got a text. Oh, I didn't mean to ignore her. Fuck. All right. I'll be right back. I might actually cut. No, it shouldn't take that long. I probably won't edit. I'll mute the mic though, so I'll be back. Alright. Sorry about that. It took me about like 2 minutes. I was watching the time. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep it together. Try to keep it together. Alright. Um sorry. God, this video is gonna be all my videos are long. They're like an hour long. They're meant to be an hour long. It's meant to be played in like a background. You don't have to fully pay attention to it. Glance at it every now and then just so you know what's going on. It wouldn't be a visual novel. I recommend it. I recommend playing it if you have a PC and stuff and you want to just do it on your own and stuff. There's no actual choices I can make. It's just narration. So it's basically a whole storybook. I usually like the choose your own adventure stuff. I have some in mind that you guys will see probably next week, because a friend was just like, hurry up and finish the game. I'm just gonna try to maybe do 2 episodes of ZATO a week, maybe. Get a schedule situated, like seriously. But without further ado, let's continue with the game. And not listen to me to yap so much. Ira looks like she's weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to your taste in literature. The pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. If she reads something she shouldn't, maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. It's kind of unfair though, isn't it? The other week I finished The Plague? By Camus. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. Cadmus? Cadmus or Camus? Camus. I feel like searching it up. Like what? I feel like I've heard Camus before. Probably shouldn't search it up now. Fuck it. But if I don't have time, I forget it. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral, but I enjoy it a lot. Not sure I agree with the message though. Yeah. What was it? It was basically it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it'll never be for good. Okay, now this is okay. I have to search it up. I don't want to forget that. Yo, I am willing to read that book because I agree with that. It's the whole yin and yang thing, but like not so. What's the word? Mystical? But I truly do believe that evil within mankind can never be fully erased. It's just simply a part of us. You know? Like, I don't know, it's just, I don't think it'll ever be taken away. It'll always be a part of us. There'll always be someone who is either born with evil ideals, and yes, you could be born evil. I know it's a very debatable topic, but you could be born evil. You can. But you get me, like, and even then, it's like, even when people grow up, or while they're growing up, it's just certain stuff gets set in their hearts, and it's just warps their perspective of things, and it becomes evil in a way. So yeah, I'll say that it's you definitely can't just take away evil completely. It will always be there. Going off topic. I always go off topic. Technically it's on topic, but me and my rants. But it'll never be for good. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, that sounds about right. Huh? Because there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? It's a pretty depressing way to look at it. Not depressing, the term would be cynical. And yeah, I am kind of cynical. I've been told that. I still say it. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. You serious? Garen's right there. I had that same thought. Garen? Well, he's not that bad. Huh? Really? I don't think he means it. Sure, everyone is trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? Actually, I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. I know how to make that sound. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all that greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, are not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysus. I should know how to say that name. Alright. Give me a sec. Dionysus? Ooh. Dionysus. I think that's the correct way to say it. Dionysus. No, I guess it should be Dionysus. Yeah, definitely. Maybe now I'm doubting myself on it. I've heard that name multiple times. In fucking my government class, my world history class, my fucking drama. My drama class. I failed drama. It's just, it was low-key kind of funny. I ended up having to take Art 101 instead of having a free class. Man. There's this famous judge, Dionysus. Dionysus? Damn it, move on from that. Something from ancient Greece, I think. Anyway, he said, evil is not being, for if it were, wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Weird phlegm. Okay. So Hitler's not evil? That's a rather extreme example, but isn't like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. I'm not gonna rant. I'm not gonna rant. I know saying that might seem like I have a challenging perspective on it, but I kind of do. It's just, it's not bad. It's just, it's just when you look at the history in a bigger picture, you start to see things that just don't match up with other things. So it's kind of like, let me explain it. It's just some things don't completely match up, and that's all I'm gonna say. Some things just don't completely match up. But genocide is never okay, personally speaking, even though I would definitely. I wouldn't commit genocide. No, that's not what I'm trying to hint at, but genocide isn't okay. It's just not okay, you know? It's a rather extreme thing that no man should ever decide to do. Man as a human being, not just a male. Grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists. It's freaking everywhere. Just because there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. True, kind of makes it worse. Like a whole Madara thing from anime, Naruto. I'm kind of a nerd. Of course not. I just don't like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like, doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we aren't born with some big evil force inside us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person. Of course it's different. That's a little bit debatable. A little bit debatable. Okay, so from a bit of a science standpoint, how would I put this? I feel like it's debatable, and I feel like it's very plausible to say that the universe as itself might be a connected, I don't want to say mind, but mind? If you think about it, it's how do I put this? If you think about it clearly, in a deeper, somewhat of a scientific level, just us alone is a very precise, if I may say so myself. You get what I mean? Like, it's still very debatable. Just saying, it's a little bit debatable whether it's conscious of itself. Probably not. Of course, we wouldn't really know, but it's a little bit debatable considering the way our brain is, which is just kind of a lot of electrons and yada yada. You know, if you yeah, it gets really weird. If you think about it, the way our brains work with our neurons is a little bit similar to the way the universe is. It's like I'm saying, the way we are is a little bit precise. It's a little hard to just say that the universe itself might not be, you know, an entity, so to speak, of itself. A little bit hard to believe. It's a little hard to say it, but it can't completely be. I'm not a scientist. I listen to scientists and I do my own research here and there whenever I feel in the mood for it. But you get me. It's like when you look at the base of all things, it's just a little debatable to just say something like that. going on a rant. This my rants are making this video go longer. I'm trying to skip over this, but it is kind of being, alright. I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Because it's the idea of being itself, right? And making any sense, am I? You're not. That's how I felt right now. It doesn't make any sense. Like, for some people it makes sense, but like, it doesn't make any sense. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I expect. What does that mean? You're weird. That was a weird noise that I made. Okay, I slapped my thigh. You know, the mic picked that up. But I don't know. I find it funny whenever I get somebody states that to me in such a fucking just straightforward. Just, you're weird. I find that funny. You say weird things. It's like now she's speaking to me. Wow. For a second, I feel a lump rising in my throat, but then I realize something. It doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that. Actually, no, it's not. I've put myself into an existential crisis by continuously thinking about shit like that. It was a weird time. I was like maybe 19 when it happened, which is a weirder time to get existential crisis. Just saying. Everyone's... Oh, that is not us yet. Okay. Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. It's a sweet world you're living in. I can agree with that statement. That like, and if any of you are like that, like you're lucky. Like, I'll be honest, you're lucky. You're lucky, because I can't think like that anymore. For me, it's everything. It's like they have their reasons, and I don't care what the reason is. It's still pretty shitty, and it feels worse to know that they have their reasons for being such, evil sacks of shit. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa. Even angrier? Yes. Be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagined the hero throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 Garens. Chairs flying, bow compasses swinging. Heroes like a... I'm sorry, what is that word? That is not an English word. Bodhisattva. Right, there is a letter B in Russian. It looks... I'm not gonna put it on. I'm not gonna edit that letter into the video, but there is a letter B. Like that, it sounds like the letter B in English, because I know you guys see the letter B right there, but I promise you it's pronounced like a V. I promise you that. Ira is like a bodhisattva. Bodhisattva. I keep struggling with words. Bodhisattva. Dozens of hands. Half are for holding furniture, half are for stationary. Oh, it's supposed to be like the Buddha statue. Oh, girl with the hundreds of, not even hundreds, I think it's what, thousands of arms, right? I think that's what it's supposed to be, but I guess they couldn't find the word. So they kept it in kind of Russian, turned into an English line. You get what I mean? Probably not. It's alright. Halo of chairs and compasses. Halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. You're surrounded by 100 halos. Rounded. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. We talk for a little while longer, just idle chatter. She finishes her smoke. Tell her about some of the books I've recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening though. Every time I say something, I search Eo's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of that sort. Oh gee, so happy I might die. So relatable. That's how I feel with my current person. I listen closely to their tone of voice, and I look at their facial expressions just to kind of see. Maybe they're bored of me. I don't know. I'm just kind of used to it a little bit. So when someone doesn't seem bored of you, it can really make you feel happy. Like, it's crazy. I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette. Oh, really? Yeah. I understand. But some of those novels sounded kind of interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. I just gave her my YouTube channel. She's watching my videos, and if she watches this, she's probably gonna laugh. Alright, it's cool. Gear. Here it gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoy them. She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read, they were hits. Angelique. Yeah. By Anne Goldman. And Angelique. What is Angelique? I feel like these are actual real. If it's an actual book, that's pretty interesting. I might actually take a little bit of time to fucking. No, I won't. Why am I saying this? It's like, well, I'm not gonna take my time to edit. It's so meticulous, and it annoys me to hear my own voice for so long. Oh, it's an actual book. Angelique is a popular French historical adventure romance novel series by Anne and Serge Golan. Following the adventures of the spirited Angelique de Saint-Cyr de Monteleu. Okay. Sorry, this is gonna take a little bit longer because. Sorry, hello? I'm Spanish, I should be able to say that shit better. Of the spirited Angelique de Saint-Cyr de Monteleu. There we go. We got it. In 17th century France and beyond, from her arranged marriage to the nobleman Geoffrey the... Okay, I forget French is kind of weird sometimes. Geoffrey the... Geoffrey the... I want to say Herak? Through court intrigue, betrayal, and a quest for survival and love. With the first book, Angelique, the Marquise of the Angels, published in 1956. The series originally consisting of 13 books. Wow. Has been adapted into popular films and later written by Anne Golan to restore her original text. Really, it's been made into films. Well, it's an actual book. Now we know that. And now you guys know a little bit more about it. I go on a lot of rants, don't I? But I feel like everybody who watches it and watches it fully is probably here for my stupid little rant as well. You weirdos. Thank you though, I appreciate it. The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know my mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect you to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're alright. Okay. I remember that. I know what Europe feels like. I'm tired of making a voice, so from now on, you guys are getting a fucking whatever the fuck my voice really is. Monotone? Fucking nerd? I don't know. Euro looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns on her heels and stomps away. See you. Yes, see you around. Okay, I could at least try a little bit on the lines. Like the actual lines, not just like inner thought monologue type of shit. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. Her body leans against the frigid wall. Legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. Never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined, and I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that? It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little more about herself. It kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation now that I think about it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies. I wonder what her favorites are. She also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could go to the cinema. That would be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. Sweet. That is pretty cute. Oh. Okay, but oof. I'm kind of tired. So we're gonna save it there. I was gonna go on a little bit of a rant. Maybe I won't go on a rant, but I will say this. If you think the way she just thought, I promise you this. Don't, don't, don't doubt it like that. Don't, feel like you're being self-centered. Because the majority of times, I kind of understand both sides. But for me, sometimes it's like, it's easier to be open if the other person shows me that they're interested in stuff. And then it's, how do I put this? It's kind of when you pick up vibes off of each other, you get me? So don't think like that. Just go for it. That's my little rant for that part. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired. But the caffeine is really just kicking my ass, going out of my system. I think I'm having like a little bit of a sugar crash because of the fucking coffee creamer. Then I ate like half a donut. So yeah, probably having a little bit of a sugar crash. But I did save it, right? Yeah. That is that. This is where I'm gonna end my video. Thank you for watching. I know my vibe is a little bit off today. I wasn't expecting to record today either, but it's not even just that, just today it's a little bit of a weird off day. You ever just get up and you just have a feeling of the day and you're just like, this day feels a little weird and you just can't put your finger on it. That's just how I feel a little bit of today, which is Friday, but it's gonna come out later today anyways, just in a little bit actually. If I could get shit done fast enough, then it'll come out in a little bit. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed my my slick narration and voice acting. I could probably do better if it's a character I can actually do, Feminine tones aren't exactly my way of doing things. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like my videos, subscribe if you want, that'd be great. And just watching it through is great as well. Like, it just, I'm very what's the word? I'm very appreciative for anyone who interacts with my stuff, even just watches it. Like, you don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. Like, if you just watch the entire thing and you liked it, that's cool. I get it sometimes. It takes a few videos to watch to actually subscribe to anyone, because I be like that. And I understand not liking, sometimes I forget to like as well. But thank you all for watching and just interacting with my video. Appreciate it very much, and I'll catch you guys some other time. I'm probably gonna give this game a little bit of a break because it is very long-winded. It's just literally a storybook, basically, as a game. And I kind of want to do something a little bit more interactive. I want to do something a little bit more interactive. Kind of like one of my previous ones, where it's kind of like you choose your path in a way. But yeah, thank you all. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye.